I will be honest. I like this form of Hajime no Ippo a little bit better, or I like this flashback story just a little bit better than what most of the other stories have been so far in Hajime no Ippo. Possibly because it's the idea that it's focusing around Genji and Nakoda. Well, not necessarily because it's just focusing around those two characters, but yet it's actually talking about the serious risks of a basketball. Well, now I'm just pretty much repeating myself from like two episodes ago, but I do kind of notice that the formula of this one is it isn't necessarily focused around the boxing match. It's focused way more on the characters and how they're changing, and focusing around the fact of that necessarily these characters really do have this have this boxing thing as a catch-all, end-all thing. Well, not necessarily that, but it's talking about like the pride of Japan and how the characters can actually become better people, or what they're actually fighting for, and they have to go up against this oppressive figure in the U.S. Army, which honestly, that is a big villainous act of the U.S., but seriously, there are guys like that, and honestly, it is nice to see the David and Goliath story pretty much played out there. It also doesn't help that necessarily the boxing match with Nakoda. His punch drunkenness is actually fucking with him at this point, in which that when he's boxing against Anderson, actually he's not even really boxing him. He's going on autopilot. That's what the fuck he's doing. He is not literally just consciously boxing him. He's going on autopilot at this point because he actually falls asleep like every time, man, the bell rings and he sits in his corner for 30 seconds. He falls asleep and then wakes up and then goes back out and boxes him in autopilot. Now, mind you, he is fucking him up. He is actually beating the shit out of Anderson, which is actually rather nice to see because he is kind of an asshole. However, the assholeness comes to fruition when he hits him with a rabbit punch and fucks the back of his head up, or at least like hits him in the back of the head, hitting his brain. He almost fucking killed him in the ring. He almost killed Nakoda, almost fucking killing him, and that is something which that a lot of people, they did kind of see as a bad thing. So much so that Genji pretty much challenged Anderson to a match, saying that he's about to go ahead and he told him, man, to heal up and all this shit, man, because I'm gonna go up against you like as soon as you're better. So there is something here in which that Genji, he does have a lot of the fucking strength. The difference is, or at least like as his episodes going on, they do kind of slowly talk about like Genji's strengths, his weaknesses, which is that he doesn't have the mobility and the reflexes like how Nakoda does, and they've been telling us that for about 2 episodes now. However, where he does shine is his strength. However, he still has to land a few punches to kind of hit him. So there's always that. Also, with the whole thing of like with him talking to Yuki, and Yuki obviously basically saying that she likes Genji over Nakoda. Genji's actually pushing her more towards Nakoda because he doesn't want to steal the girl that his friend obviously likes. However, she likes him more, and that's turning into an entire thing. And as this match is going on, Genji really is getting the fuck beaten out of him. However, they do have to respect his strength though, because if any of those punches do actually hit Anderson, he's fucking over. So there is that. But however, as the match is going on, he does kind of undergo 18 minutes, which is 7 rounds of a fucking beating, and can still get up, which is actually pretty interesting. So much so that when the final round is about, or at least like the 8th round is about to start, 7th or 8th round is about to start, Nakoda actually has to show up and actually give him support, which is how this episode ends. And honestly, with how this match is going, Genji, he does need a bit of a hand, because his original style of just run in and then just swing away, that really isn't doing anything at this point. He has to play it like he has to play it safe, because again, as we already know, and Anderson is a is an outboxer who does a lot of counters. So that really isn't something which that he should be up there doing, just running in and just trying to hit him, because he is an inboxer. So there is that. However, that's pretty much what I got to say about that. I do like it. I do love this episode, and I do wonder what is going to happen at the end of this episode. However, give or take with how this is going, this could, well, when I'm seeing as how that this is going, this will be Genji's last match. So there is that. And because Nakota, he's not a boxer anymore because of his punch drunkenness, and also because of the damage that Anderson did, this will be Genji's last match. So pretty much I will be there to watch that. And hey, I am interested in this episode, and I do want to see how this boxing match is going to end. So yeah, what do you guys think about this episode? Please tell me down there in the comment section. I'll catch you guys on the next John Graves show. So please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'll catch you on the next John Graves show. I am out.